Hello everyone, good evening to all of you. In the previous session, I discussed on the topic temperature of the atmosphere, but today I will discuss on the topic air pressure and atmospheric circulation. After all, what is air pressure? Let's know what is air pressure. The air exerts pressure. The air exerts pressure through its weight. The air exerts pressure through its weight, and the total weight of air total weight of mass of column of air above per unit area at sea level called air pressure. What is air pressure? The total weight of a mass of column of air. The total weight of a mass of column of air above per unit area at sea level is called air pressure. The standard sea level pressure is 76. Standard sea level pressure is 76 centimeter. 76 centimeter or 29.92 inches or 1013.25 millibar. The standard sea level pressure is 76 centimeter or 29.92 inches or 1013.25 millibar. The air pressure is measured in millibar. Air pressure exerts in millibar. Let's see what is the distribution of air pressure. There are two distribution of air pressure: horizontal distribution and vertical distribution. Let's see what is the vertical distribution. What is the vertical distribution of air pressure? Vertical distribution of air pressure. The air pressure decreases with increasing height. The air pressure decreases with increasing height at the rate of 34 millibar प्रति 300 meters. Air pressure decreases with increasing height at the rate of 34 millibar प्रति 300 meters. The air pressure decreases with increasing height at the rate of 34 millibar प्रति 300 meters. And let's know what is the horizontal distribution of air pressure. Horizontal distribution of pressure. Air pressure. The horizontal distribution of air pressure is in 7 types. Horizontally, air pressure is distributed in 7 air pressure belts. First air pressure belt is equatorial air pressure belt and subtropical high pressure belt, and subpolar low pressure belt and polar high pressure belt in the northern hemisphere, and also in the southern hemisphere subtropical high pressure belt and subpolar low pressure belt and polar high pressure belt. And total this pressure belt is 7 in their number, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. And let's know one by one this air pressure belts. First air pressure belt is equatorial low pressure belt. Equatorial low pressure belt. Equatorial low pressure belt. First air pressure belt is equatorial low pressure belt. Equatorial low pressure belt. This air pressure belt extends 0 to 10 degree north and south hemisphere. (10 degree) north and south hemisphere. This air pressure belt extends up to 10 degree north and south hemisphere, and this air pressure belt is also called doldrum or calm belt, belts of calm, and also called intertropical convergence zone. Intertropical convergence zone which extends 5 degree north to 5 degree south latitudes. 5 degree north to 5 degree south latitudes. Equatorial low pressure belt is also called intertropical convergence zone which extend 5 degree north and to 5 degree south latitudes. And this equatorial low pressure belt is thermally induced. This equatorial low pressure belt is thermally induced. The sun becomes vertical throughout the year. At the equator. So here temperature is maximum. Throughout the year, and pressure is minimum. Because there is inverse relationship between temperature and pressure. There is inverse relationship between temperature and pressure. So here pressure is low. Here pressure becomes low. So this is called thermally induced pressure belt. And here northeast trade winds and southeast trade winds converge. And this is also convergence zone of northeast trade winds and southeast trade winds. Equatorial low pressure belt is also called convergence zone of northeast trade winds and southeast trade winds. And after that, let's see the subtropical high pressure belt. The subtropical high pressure belt extends 25 to 35 degree latitudes in both the hemisphere. Subtropical high pressure belt. subtropical high pressure belt. This subtropical high pressure belt extend 25 to 35 degree latitude in both the hemisphere, in northern hemisphere and also in southern hemisphere. Extends 25 degree to 35 degree latitudes in both the hemisphere. Latitudes in both the hemisphere. In both hemisphere. The subtropical belts extend 25 to 35 degree latitude in both the hemisphere, and this subtropical belts also called harsh latitude. Harsh latitude because of harsh latitude. This subtropical high pressure belt is also called harsh latitude, and this subtropical high pressure belt is dynamically induced instead of thermally induced. Dynamically induced. This subtropical high pressure belt is dynamically induced due to rotation of the earth. 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 And here from and above this zone from higher latitudes winds converge at higher altitudes. And subducted in this zone, and the winds subsidence occur in this zone. So here pressure is high. Here pressure becomes high because of convergence. Because of convergence of winds. Convergence of winds above this zone. Above this zone from higher latitudes. Pressure causes pressure high. At this zone, above this zone, the winds from the subpolar low pressure and here pressure is high. And after that, let's see the subpolar low pressure belt. Subpolar low pressure belt. Subpolar low pressure belt. This pressure belt extends 60 to 65 degree latitudes in both the hemisphere. The subpolar low pressure belt extends 60 to 65 degree latitudes in both the hemisphere, and here temperature is low. Here temperature becomes low throughout the year. At the subpolar low pressure belt, temperature becomes low throughout the year, but here should be maximum pressure instead of low pressure. Temperature is minimum, then pressure is high. This at this subtropical high subpolar low pressure belt, temperature is minimum. Temperature becomes minimum throughout the year, and pressure becomes low instead of high pressure. Why this occurs? Because of rotation of the earth. Because of the rotation of the earth. What we see that this subpolar low pressure belt is also thermally induced, is also dynamically induced. This subpolar low pressure belt is also dynamically induced. After that, let's see polar high pressure belt. And this subpolar low pressure belt, one point is this subpolar low pressure belt developed more in southern hemisphere, and less developed in northern hemisphere. The subpolar low pressure belt is more developed in the southern hemisphere and less developed in the northern hemisphere, because over dominance of water in farmer. Because of over dominance of water in farmer. And after that, let's know the polar high pressure belt. Polar high pressure belt This pressure belt is found at the 90-degree latitude in both the hemisphere, and this pressure belt is both dynamically and thermally induced. And thermally induced. Polar high pressure belt is dynamically and thermally induced, because in the most of the years at the polar latitude, at the poles, because most of the years at the poles temperature is minimum, so here pressure is maximum, pressure becomes maximum, because throughout the year at the poles temperature is minimum and pressure is higher, pressure becomes higher. After that, after polar high pressure belt, let's see the shifting of the air pressure belt, air pressure belt, because equatorial low pressure belt is also shift in the northern hemisphere during summer solstice and in the southern hemisphere during winter solstice, because of the movement of the sun, Let's see the shifting of the pressure belt, shifting of the pressure belts. In the air pressure belts, there is seasonal shifting. In the air pressure belt, there is seasonal shifting. In the air pressure belts becomes seasonal shifting. The equatorial low pressure belt, or you can say that except polar high pressure belt, all the pressure belts shift in the northern hemisphere and also in the southern hemisphere during seasonal change. In all the pressure belts except polar high pressure belt shifts in the northern hemisphere at the time of summer solstice. Shift northern hemisphere at the times of summer solstice with the movement of the sun, The pressure belt shifts in the northern hemisphere during summer solstice with the movement of the sun, and also shift towards the southern hemisphere with the movement of the sun in the southern hemisphere during winter solstice. Shift in the southern hemisphere during winter solstice with the movement of the sun, with the movement of the sun. This is all about the air pressure and air pressure belts, air pressure and distribution of air pressure. There are two types of distribution, horizontal and vertical. It is all about air pressure.